Hey there, I'm going to share this with you guys. I've been working with this company for over 2 years now. In a way, I've been helping them develop their product, site builders, social media tools, chat bots, everything you can imagine. And it's the best site builder, and it can be accessed at thebestsitebuilder.com. Let me go over here. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So I'm going to build a website like this. It's not going to look just like this, but it's going to have a header. It's going to have a content section with a background image. It's going to have buttons that you can click. It's going to have a video. It's going to have text. It's going to have this section right here. You can put any message you want. It's going to have another section down here and a footer. So I'm going to log in. I'm going to do this in real time. I'm going to click Cheetah Builder. Let it load up. This will only take a second. And I'm going to click Create New Site. I'm going to name this Test 2. I'm going to hit Save. There's the site right there. I'm going to click Edit Site. I'm going to click Edit Page. And now I want you to think, if you've never built a website before, you get all confused. But in reality, some of you have done Word documents. Some of you guys have done PowerPoint things and Publisher and stuff like that. You always start with a blank page. That's what we have there. So I'm going to click Add. I'm going to click Panel. And I'm going to click Header. I'm going to choose a header. And boom, there's the header. I'm going to click Add. I'm going to click Panel. I'm going to close the header. And I'm going to click Blank Panel. It's a blank panel right here. I'm going to right click on it. I'm going to click Background. I'm going to choose the background color. But I'm not going to use a color actually. In this case, I'm going to use an image. And I'm just going to grab that image right there, hit select, and there's my background image. Now if you remember, so there's a background image. Then I have this section right here. So I'm going to go back to the builder. I'm going to click Add. I'm going to click Panel. I'm going to click Blank Panel. And there it is right there. First thing I'm going to do is select the background color. Just like that. Then I'm going to edit the size. And that's that. So there's that right there. I'm going to hit Add. I'm going to click Panel. I'm going to click Blank Panel. And there's the panel right there. I'm going to click in there. I'm going to right click. I'm going to click Background. I'm going to hit Search on the image. I'm going to grab that picture right there. I'm going to hit Select. And there we go. I'm going to finish it up with a footer. Panel. Footer. And there's all these pre-formatted footers. I'm gonna grab this one right here because I've never used it. And there's a huge footer right there, right? I'm not going to use this menu, so I'm going to delete that. I'm also not going to use this menu, so I'm going to delete that. I could leave that because you should have a terms of use, privacy policy, and legal information pages, but I am going to remove that. And I'm going to leave that for there right now, okay? So back to the header. I'm going to right click in there. First thing I'm going to do is get rid of that menu because I'm not going to use it. Then I'm going to right click. I'm going to remove the image. I'm going to come back up here. I'm going to right click. And I'm going to click background and background color. And choose a background color. The next thing I'm going to do is adjust the size. Like that, right? So, back to the site. A header. Background image for content. Section for some text. Another background image with some buttons and a footer. And come over here. I'm going to click Add. I'm going to click Elements this time, and I'm going to click Image. I'm going to drag that over here to the header. Then I'm going to right click on it. I'm going to click General Settings. I'm going to search for an image, which I have a logo right here. And I'm going to take that logo and I'm going to upload it. I'm sorry. I'm not going to upload it. I've already uploaded it. I'm going to select it. There's that right there. So the next thing I'm going to want to do is resize it and put it right up in there. Pretty easy, right? Sorry. So now I'm going to go back. I'm going to click Add. I'm going to click Elements. I'm going to click Image again. I'm going to drag that over there. Throw that right there. I'm going to right click on it. I'm going to click General Settings, which I already did. I'm going to hit Search. I'm going to put my logo there. Again, I'm going to click on it. I'm going to resize it. I'm going to put it right where I want it, right? Something else I'm going to do is show grid lines and the ruler. And I'm going to do that because I like to mark the center. So the center of my page is right there. That'll act as a reference for later. Okay. So now I'm going to hit add. I'm going to hit elements. Instead of image, I'm going to click video. And I'm just going to drag that where I want it. So there's a video right there. I can resize it. And then if I actually want to change the video itself, the YouTube link, I can change it right there, right? I can add borders, things like that. Drag it down. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pre-format my fonts. So I'm going to just bring this down to 60. And it has font sizes for both desktop and mobile. This is something I just suggest you do before you get started. You can choose all your fonts, your font sizes, font spacing, things like that. I tend to like Arial right now. It's a little cleaner, but you can choose any one you want. You'll just do this once on a site, and then your fonts will carry through everywhere throughout the whole site. And this will make a little bit more sense here in a second. Okay. So now I'm going to click add. I'm going to click elements. And I'm going to click text. In this case, I'm going to drag the title right there. So I want title text, right? Now I'm going to type some text in there. Sorry for lack of creativity. I'm just going to say welcome to Power Ranch. We all know this is not Power Ranch. If I click in there, I can change all this, so I might change it to white background. I'm sorry, white text. I'm going to center it, and I'm going to hit save, and there we go, right? And I can make that text any color I want. I'm going to move this down. I'm going to add more text. In this case, I'm going to put title 3. I'm going to throw that right there, and I'm going to put Gilbert AZ. Make the text white. And I'm going to just hit save. So that's that, right? I can add element and a box. In this case, I'll grab that box right there and bring it over. You know, you can't see the text very well, so I'm just going to put this box right here for a moment. I'm going to drag this text down onto it. And now it becomes part of the box. I can make the box a little bigger. I can center the text. And I can then make this transparent if I want by clicking background color. And then I could go like this if I want. Right? So that's how you do all that stuff. Cool, right? Next thing I will do is add element. Actually, no, I like that color right there. So I can just make a copy of this. So I click on the box, I click copy, and there's my new box right there. I can resize it. All right. I can go add elements, text. In this case, I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Where'd I put it? You saw me do that. It's behind the box, I'll bet you. Where'd I put it? All right. I'm missing something there. I think it's just a layering thing, so I'll get to that later. Now, elements. If I want to add a button, there's all these pre-formatted buttons. I can just drag that button right there. And I can resize it. I can right click on it. I can change the background. So I can make the button darker. And when you hover over it, I can make it lighter, which will make sense here in a second. Right? Boom. I'm going to hit save. I'm going to hit preview, and that's what I just did right there. See how that changes the color? So I'm going to go back to editor. Then if I want the button to go somewhere, I just put the link right here, and I can just put in the URL. So if I want to send them to like my website for homes or whatever, I can just send them there, say open a new page, and go from there. All right. In here, I want to make this section a little bit bigger. So there's that. I could put some text in there. I'll just show you this real quick. I could come down here. I could add buttons, but what I do is I format one button the way I like it, and I just duplicate it. I bring it down here, and I duplicate it again. Duplicate it again. And hi there. So hey, I'm back. I got a little sidetracked. Somebody delivered something to the office here. Okay, so I'll just delete this real quick. And delete this one real quick. And I want to show you this too. If I click on it, and I click on animation, I have all these little animations down here, but if you hover over it, I tend to like this one, this little shake one. And I can go very slow. And I'm just going to click back into the site. I'm going to hit save. I'm going to hit preview and see it does that little thing. So it gives you a little bit of extra. If I want to change the text on it, I go back to editor. I just right click. I go button headline. This is where I put in Power Ranch Homes for Sale, right? And then I like to use a subheading. And then I might say opens in new window. Come back over here. I'll open it up a little bit. And there's my button right there. So that works. Then if I want to just use the same size button, all I do is I go like that. Go like this. And then I just go on each button and change the text. Cool, right? Then the footer. I think you guys got it. So this website, I didn't do the entire site, but this is what I was going for right here. A site that had this look. And if you come over here, I just showed you how to build that site really fast. Oh, and the best part, it's mobile optimized already. So here's the mobile version. And then I can make adjustments to the site. Really easy. I can change the size of everything on here. So it does mobile optimize it right out of the box. And I'll just show you. I'll just go back. I'm going to go back to editor. I'm going to hit mobile. If I don't like that, I can just right click on it. I can click advanced and I can start shrinking it down like that. Does it make sense? Okay. And I can also remove space, stuff like that. Same thing with this one. I can go get rid of that. I can shrink it down. And this, I can click on it and I can change where it's located. And you guys get the point. Now, let's just say I didn't like the font size there. Let me show you this. Up here is the fonts tab. If I remember correctly, I used H1 for that. I can adjust it right here. And adjust all H1 throughout the whole site. So this is super simple. All you really need to do is find a reference, a site that you sort of want to copy, and you just go from there. But you know what? I just built that site. And of course, the site's not done. There's fine tuning and stuff. But this video has only been going for 14 minutes and 19 seconds. So if I sped it up during it, I'm telling you right now, I may have sped it up if the video didn't last 14 and a half minutes just to make it easier. But actually, I probably won't speed it up because I'm talking. And you guys will be able to tell that I'm talking so fast. But I do talk fast anyway. So that's it. TheBestSiteBuilder.com. www.thebestsitebuilder.com. This is the Cheetah Pixel Perfect Site Builder. Like I said, I've been working with this company for over 2 years. I've built over 170 websites using their other site builder. And this one blows that one away. And I'm going to tell you, I love that one, and I love this one even more. If this is something you're interested in, learning how to do this, definitely sign up at thebestsitebuilder.com, and then I'll start doing webinars. I'll meet with you. I'll do whatever you want to help you learn how to use the product to its full potential. Thanks, and have a great day.